Ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, live from Atlanta, Georgia, it's showtime! Introducing to you first the challenger on my right, fighting out of the blue corner tonight, seeking his third division world title. Wearing white trunks with yellow and silver trim, the young star of boxing from Baltimore and representing his adopted home of Atlanta, Georgia. He weighed in at 139 3/4 pounds with a sensational record of 24 wins, no losses. He has 23 big wins coming by way of knockout. Here's the popular and acclaimed three-time two-division world champion, the hard-hitting, current and undefeated WBA super featherweight and WBA lightweight champion of the world, introducing Gervonta Davis.
On Netflix, to those of you joining us right here in Texas. Are you ready to make history? Let's meet the fighters. First, fighting out of the blue corner, silver and chrome trunks. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall. He weighed in at 227.2 pounds. He holds a near perfect professional record of 10 victories, 1 defeat, with 7 of those wins coming by way of knockout. And he fights out of Dorado, Puerto Rico, by way of Cleveland, Ohio, USA. He is the multi-talented superstar who bridged the gap between social media and professional boxing. Boxer, a content creator, an entrepreneur, a philanthropist, and a promoter, and the self-proclaimed of boxing. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the problem child, Jake El Gallo Paul.
The crowd roars like thunder as two forces from completely different worlds step into the same spotlight. Gervonta "Tank" Davis, the precision power puncher with a record built on knockouts, meets Jake Paul, the fearless disruptor who turned spectacle into sport. Every stride toward the ring feels charged with fate. The lights blaze, fans chant with every heartbeat, and cameras capture a moment that feels larger than boxing itself. This isn't just another fight, it's a collision of eras, of styles, of pure willpower. Tonight, one man's legend could rise to new heights, while the other's dream risks being crushed under the pressure of greatness. The world has tuned in, hearts racing, eyes locked on history. Fight fans, buckle up. This is the showdown everyone's been talking about, Jake Paul versus Gervonta "Tank" Davis, a battle that has electrified the entire boxing universe.
You called out Canelo in the ring. Gervonta Davis just posted that he would beat the brakes off of you if you guys fight.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be down. Let's run it. Like, I'll be super, super down. I don't know if
Gervonta needs Jake Paul. Let's be clear, right?
is there a height limit in boxing?
Talking about me fighting Jake Paul, man. You talking about that?
My response to them is just give me a couple more months, because I'm going to accomplish more things in just a matter of months, and I plan on doing everything in this sport that there is to be.
Jake Paul's shocking triumph over the legendary Mike Tyson has done more than just make headlines. It cemented his status as a legitimate force in professional boxing. What many once dismissed as celebrity hype has now transformed into undeniable momentum. With that victory, Paul has forced the boxing world to take notice. Naturally, the win has stirred up conversation among some of the sport's biggest names. Veteran fighter Artur BBV publicly questioned how Paul would fare against today's undisputed champion, though he didn't rule out the idea of a future showdown. Meanwhile, Turv voiced genuine curiosity about seeing Jake back in the ring, testing himself once again under the bright lights. And let's not forget, Jake's mastery of promotion, his natural ability to turn every matchup into a global spectacle, makes a potential clash with PBF2 more than just fantasy. Still, the burning question remains, could Jake Paul really hold his own against Canelo Alvarez? Critics call it an easy fight for Canelo, but Paul's track record of proving people wrong keeps fans wondering if there's another upset brewing on the horizon.
How easy of a fight is Jake Paul? How easy of a fight is Jake Paul?
I don't want to say any bad things. I think he doing good things for his own team, but You know, boxing is a little bit different when you fight in a
Real fighter.
yeah, real fight.
In this at this point, I'm not interested in that kind of fights. I always try to fight in these days because you know it's very important for our people from Mexican days. So it's important. It's important to represent my country in this special day. Represent Mexico. That's why I try to not fight Mexican fighters. But at the end of the day, this fight is gonna be good for Mexico. So 2 Mexicans in the Cinco de Mayo weekend in Las Vegas. Everybody's watching us, so I'm very proud about it.
Jake Paul's meteoric climb through the boxing ranks has caught the eye of one of Mexico's finest warriors. Riding high after a spectacular knockout victory, Paul didn't hesitate to raise the stakes, calling out none other than Canelo Alvarez himself. His proposal? A blockbuster Puerto Rico versus Mexico showdown that could ignite global excitement and redefine the sports landscape. This isn't just another publicity stunt or headline grab. Paul's challenge signals intent, the determination of a man eager to carve his name among the greats. Every punch, every call-out, and every bold move is shaping his journey toward something bigger than fame. Jake Paul is no longer just a YouTuber with gloves, he's a fighter chasing legacy, one headline-making bout at a time.
34 knockouts. He's only 27 years old. He's never fought someone like Canelo Alvarez. What do you think of him as an opponent?
He's a great fighter. He's strong. He throw a lot of punches. He have a winner mind. So it's gonna be a good fight because he come with all and I come with all. So it's gonna be a very good fight. That's why I feel so proud about this fight because you need to fight it with the same mentality to have a great fight. And I think this is the perfect fight to do.
Does it excite you? Does it give you more motivation to fight a young up-and-comer who, doesn't have a loss yet on his record?
Yeah, of course. That motivate me a lot. That make me feel excited because, I just want to show everybody who's the best, who is Canelo, and what I am in this point. So I feel very, very motivated. I feel excited, and I can.
Boxing icon Canelo Alvarez has recently acknowledged the idea of facing Jake Paul somewhere down the road, saying, maybe later, but for now, his focus remains locked on larger ambitions within the sport. He's chasing legacy-defining challenges, not media-driven spectacles. While Jake Paul continues to campaign publicly for the matchup, Canelo seems determined to preserve the integrity and prestige he's built over years of championship success. Yet, the debate hasn't stopped there. American boxing and MMA star Claressa Shields didn't hold back her opinions, calling out Canelo for sidestepping the potential bout. She urged him to stop talking and simply step into the ring if he's serious. At the same time, Shields voiced her own irritation with Jake Paul's unconventional rise, accusing him of stirring unnecessary chaos in boxing just to keep his brand in the spotlight. It's a clash of perspectives, legacy versus entertainment, tradition versus disruption, and the conversation around Canelo and Jake Paul shows no signs of slowing down.
This is what the GWOT don't understand.
Yeah, we'll let China.
If Jake Paul, right, and y'all complain and say, oh, he's not a real boxer, he's bad for boxing, this and that, he ain't that good of a boxer, why the hell y'all won't get in the ring and fight him and beat him? Couldn't no girl from YouTube come to boxing and Claressa Shields don't get in the ring and whoop her ass and send her back to YouTube? Which one of you guys who Jake Paul is calling out, and I'm even gonna say this for the King Canelo, if Jake Paul is calling you out talking about he can beat you in a fight, why won't you just whoop his ass?
Yes. Like, for real.
Just do it. What is all this? Oh, he hasn't earned the fight with me. He isn't that great. He's not a real boxer. Well, show him he's not a real boxer.
Get some free money.
Shut him up.